Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and today I am doing a pretty big Joann's haul. I mean, I guess it's not that huge, but it's big. And that is stuff to remake what I sold at my last market and extra stuff to make new things. And I don't know that I'm going to be sharing what the colorways are that I have for different projects, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make those projects in time for my next market, which is August 26th and 27th. It's a 2-day market, but fingers crossed I can actually make it all, because there's quite a bit that I need to make before those items. Anyway, welcome to anyone that we have that is new to the channel. We have actually many people that have recently subscribed, so yay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Of course, welcome back to everybody else. I greatly appreciate all of your continued support. You guys are amazing. And if you are new here and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you did that. Just hit the subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell next to that. Make sure it's set to all so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. Well, hopefully you're notified anytime I upload a video, because that sometimes doesn't happen, but here's hoping. Okay, so I have a new website. I am in the process of setting it up, but it's going to be nataliescloset.net or www.nataliescloset.net. There's nothing on there yet. I still have to set it all up and add it to my domain and everything else. But I do have that. And then I also have my Etsy shop. However, that is also in the process of being updated. I'm going to be taking some stuff down that I no longer have well, yeah, basically. And then I'm going to be slowly adding the stuff that I have been making for markets and that type of thing, which I know some people say it's difficult to have the stuff that you use or sell at markets on Etsy, because you have to try to keep track of what's selling there, making sure you take it out of your inventory for your show and all that stuff. But that's okay. I'll figure it all out. And then we also have a Facebook group. It's Natalie's Closet Fiber Arts Community. The link is in the description box below. So if you'd like to join, there's only 3 simple questions, and I promise they're easy. And then myself or one of my moderators or admins, sorry, will go ahead and approve you into the group. So okay, that went into a lot more than I typically do, but I just I'm trying to get everything active and going and everything. So I really do appreciate anything that you can do to help get the algorithms to recognize us. Actually, oh my goodness, there are going to be some new features coming out on YouTube in 2025. It's starting to roll out. One of them is starting to roll out a little bit. I'm really excited about some of them, because I think it's going to be game changers for especially small channels, because you guys will have even more impact on channels you follow. Okay, I'm not going to get into that because that's not what this video is about. So there was one order that I placed. All of this was buy online, pick up in store, because I got an additional 25% off, at least on my first order. Then I went there when it was ready, and I was like, okay, well, you know what? I kind of like this, and I kind of like that, and oh, this is cool. And then I think while I was there, I placed a third order, because I forgot to add some stuff to the first one. So it's technically 3 orders, but I'm going to show it all in one video, because it was all in one day that this happened. So I do have 1, 2, 3 larger projects that are out of this first batch that I'm going to show you. And then there's some other stuff for everyday things that I need to do. And then the other stuff is like for more market prep. Because my next show is before Halloween, I'm going to still do a few bats. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, I get to it. But a few bats and a couple of regular ghosts. I have some other ghosts, but and then what else? Pumpkins. I'm going to try to do several pumpkins, which will roll over into my November 2nd show. So that's basically what all of this is for. And yeah, so I'm going to start getting into this. So I don't want to tell you what is going to go with what. So anyway, I have two of, I tried Big Twist Plush for just one ball of it. It was like a neon yellow, and I ended up making one of my medium-sized octopi. And I was like, huh, I kind of like this. It still kind of has the feeling like Bernat Blanket, but it is softer, I feel, and it is actually a little bit thicker. Now, that's not necessarily all the way across, because I've noticed that Bernat Blanket isn't consistent with its thickness. I've had some that are thinner, some that are thicker. Not by much, but enough. The Big Twist Plush, it was obvious that it was not a good amount, but it was bigger between my two different, like my Bernat Blanket medium octopi and my Big Twist Plush octopus. It was bigger. So that kind of excited me. So I think I'm going to try to do, and so now I get why there are some people that love Big Twist Plush. And sometimes it sells out really fast and sometimes it doesn't. My Joann's didn't seem to be sold out of anything. So anyway, I think that's what I'm going to try to use instead of Bernat Blanket, except unless there's a color that I would prefer in Bernat Blanket, then I'll go ahead and get that one. So anyway, I got two of these. They're 100% polyester. So I'm just going to say the Big Twist Plush specs once because it's all the same. So it's 100% polyester. It's 300 grams, 10.5 ounces with 153 yards or 140 meters. It is categorized as a super bulky 6. I guess I can see that versus it being a 7 jumbo, but yeah. Anyway, so what does it say? You can make a hat with 1 ball, a hat and a scarf with 2, an adult sweater or a top, long sleeve top with 6 of them, and a blanket with 8 is what it's saying. It suggests an 11, what? It looks like 11.8 millimeter, but I don't think there is a hook like that. So I'm going to say 11.5 millimeter hook or 11.5 millimeter needles. So I got this one in cobalt, which is amazing. I'm hoping, I can't see, the viewfinder's on the opposite side of the phone, so I can't actually see what I'm showing you, and I'm hoping you're seeing what I'm showing. Mr. Boyfriend, is there any way you can make sure that where I am, they're seeing what they need to see? You just need to look once, but is that, okay, cool. So this is cobalt. I have 2 of those. It's a beautiful color, like super beautiful color. Then I've got, and this one's amazing. Now I did actually use this color already for, oh shoot, it's actually attached to it, but I'm going to put that aside because I don't want to give away what it is. This one, and it's funny, the pictures on here are so much bigger. But this one is Electric Tangerine. I actually have 4 of these, but 2 of them are in this first order. So look at that. Is that not amazing? So I guess I can go ahead and, no, you know what? I need to keep this separated simply because this bag is like for some specific larger projects. And I don't want to like mix it up with the other ones. So then I also have one in denim blue variegated. It's actually very beautiful. It's not typically the colors I would go for, even though I love blue. That's my #1 favorite color. But this has like it's like a steely blue and like a light blue. There's white. There's just all kinds of variations of blue with white. So that's that one. Then I have 4 of these, which are electric blue. Now, when I think of electric blue, I think of something a lot brighter, but it's still a beautiful color. So this is the electric blue. So I've got 4 of those. Then I have, I really like this one. This one is pastel blue. It is the softest of blues. It's almost white. I mean, not quite, but I mean, you could totally tell that it's blue, but it's very, very light, but it's beautiful. I really like that. And I love how soft it is. I mean, Bernat Blanket isn't bad. Actually, the next one I have is Bernat Blanket. They didn't have black. And that, although I did, going through my craziness of yarn over here by the couch, I did actually see that I had, not quite one full skein and then half of another one. So that's good because I realized I needed it. But from Michael's, they didn't have my black Sweet Snuggles. And that's what I use for my bumblebees. But I'm going to use like the slate gray instead. Anyway, okay, sorry, sidetracked. So this is Bernat Baby Blanket, which it's the same specs as any other Bernat blanket. And I have to say, this is actually quite soft. Softer than I've been accustomed to, because it used to be soft and nice to work with, and then it changed. It got a little bit not so soft. And this one's actually quite soft. So anyway, this is Bernat Baby Blanket, but the specs are the same for any Bernat blanket that there is. It's also 300 grams. Sorry, it's 100% polyester. Also 300 grams, 10.5 ounces, 220 yards, or 201 meters. And this is just white. I think, let me just make sure that it's actually called white. Yeah. So just, this is white. And I use this primarily for my bumblebee wings. So I've got the white. Now let me show you the difference in size. It's not crazy different. Well, actually here it doesn't look different, very different at all. But the baby blanket is slightly thinner than the Bernat blanket. I'm sorry, than the Big Twist Posh. Plush. There's a Posh and there's a Plush. The Big Twist Plush. But hold on, let me put this right here next to it. Yeah, if I do it this way, which I don't know that you'll see it. Yeah. Can you see the difference when it's just resting next to each other? So that's what I'm saying. I like the Plush. And I really love the colors of the Plush. And then the last thing in the first order, this this is funny. Although I have it, I have some, but I don't know if I didn't know if I was going to have enough for my Cheeky Frog. Which is quite big. But I got this one. This is Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle. You guys know my favorite sparkle is Stellina. I will say, whatever, I don't know if this is this isn't Firestar that's in this. I don't exactly know what it is. And it's funny because Stellina comes in long strands. I've learned a lot with these fiber festivals I've gone to, but is in long strands. However, when you actually see it in a hank of yarn, it's like just wisps of color. And I think it's when it's carded, hand-dyed yarn or wool yarn, when it's carded, I think is what like pulls it to be that way. But anyway, in the Bernat Blanket Sparkle, it's very similar to that, versus like when you have metallic, that you see the strand of metal in it, or not metal, but the metallic part of it in there. This is still 100% polyester, 220 yards. Like I said, it's the same specs as any Bernat blanket yarn, but this is Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle, and this one is in Seafoam Sparkle. Can you see the sparkle, sparkle, sparkle? I don't know if you're seeing it, but it is really pretty. I will say that this sparkle does not make it any more rough. That's the one reason why I love Stellina, because you can't necessarily notice the difference in one that's not sparkled with Stellina, that has no sparkle, and one that has a sparkle. Like somebody gives you 2 hanks and your eyes are closed, you wouldn't be able to tell. Whereas some sparkles, like some of the metallic and stuff that's in it, it makes the fiber rougher a little. This one does not, although I have noticed when working it up, it does tend to make it it's a tighter stitch somehow. Like I'll do the same the same tension, and yet it still comes out tighter in the sparkle on any sparkle that I've ever used. So I don't know what that means, but I'm going to keep the sparkle out, and I'm going to keep the white out because I don't think the white was being used in any of this. This stuff is actually this is 3 different projects. I dropped it, part of the one that I've worked on. So let me just put this in because I don't want to get this all mixed up. So yes, that's for 3 separate like larger projects. Not huge, but larger. Okay, so then I have to put this and this somewhere. This has to go into my, okay. My mind is overwhelmed because there's like, it's in like 85 different directions. I have to cake up like 10 hanks of yarn. 4 of them are for a hat and a scarf that I'm hoping to have done for my shows coming up. Those are wool ones, hand-dyed wool ones. So those are going to be like separate from the other ones. And then the other ones is for a special blanket that I'm making for a make-along that Hannah with the Cozy Cottage has going. But I don't know if you've seen the video where I was actually talking about that or not. Anyway, okay, let's go back. Now, I can't remember how these 2 orders were separated, but they were separated into 2 separate orders. This is for scrunchies. Now, when it comes to the scrunchies, I already used, I guess I've used 1 whole skein of the Hot Pink. It's the Juicy Couture, 100% polyester. It's like velvet, I swear. It's 100 grams, 107 yards, or 98 meters, 3.5 ounces. It's categorized as a 5 bulky. They suggest a 6.5 millimeter hook. I actually believe I was using a 7 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken. But I always go up because I do have slightly tighter tension. It's not the Hulk tension I used to have, but it's still tighter. Machine wash cold, dry flat, do not bleach, do not iron, do not dry clean. So this was the Hot Pink. And then this is the Hot Pink. This is 98% polyester and 2% metallic. But this is the Juicy Couture Sparkle. And this one is called Free Love, which is, it's essentially the same as the Hot Pink, except it has the sparkle. Can you see the sparkle? Oh, sparkle. Now this one, considering it is metallic in here, it is not rough. And honestly, it almost looks like it is like a Stellina or maybe a Firestar or something. But anyway, so I've got the Hot Pink, which, it's funny, I think I adjusted, I don't remember how many half double crochets I did around the elastic band. Now I was doing 50, and it's really nice and like loopy, like you know, like just thicker. But I only get 3 and a little bit out of 1 skein of this, whereas before my original scrunchies I was getting 4 at least, and then a little bit. So I don't know if I was doing like 35 before, or maybe even 40, but now I'm doing 50, and I kind of like the way those are coming out, so I'm not getting as much out of here. There is another one, I think it's a Bernat like velvet or Bernat something, that is a larger skein and you can get more out of it. But so Hot Pink, Free Love, and then I've made 3 from this. It's called Licorice. It's black sparkle, because I had regular black, but black sparkle. Now the scrunchie that I sold at the last market was actually like a teal one, and Joann's didn't have any teal anymore. So I mean, I probably could have ordered it online and had it shipped, but I didn't want to pay shipping. So I'm not replacing the teal one at this point. But I now have the Free Love Sparkle, the black sparkle, and then this one, which is called, I had to wrap some of it because I had yarn barf. Oh, this is the hot pink. Oh, okay. I take it back. I have the Free Love in non-sparkle that I originally had, and the Free Love, which is this deeper pink, sparkle now. This one is hot pink, which to me is not hot pink. This is like bubblegum or like ballet pink. This is the sparkle one. And this skein that I used was this, but without the sparkle. Which, in all honesty, as much as I love the sparkle in this, I really loved the non-sparkle color. It was amazing. So I used up the non-sparkle one, made those scrunchies already. I have this sparkle one, which I think I made one scrunchie of. I've made 3 scrunchies of the black sparkle, and this one I haven't touched yet. So that was part of one of the 2 other orders. Then I ended up getting 2 Big Twist plush in black. Let me see if it's called black or, yeah, 2 in black. And I can't remember why I got this. I don't know. What would I have been using it for? I think I got this for bats, to be able to make some bats, I think, because I don't think I had to use it with anything. And then I got the Caron Simply Soft, which anybody that's been following me for a long time, because before this last year, I haven't really been doing a lot of big box yarns. My favorite big box acrylic is Caron Simply Soft because it's so soft. And I am obsessed with soft yarn. I would rather spend more and use softer yarn than not. But Caron Simply Soft is 100% acrylic. Excuse me. 170.1 grams, 6 ounces, 315 yards, or 288 meters. And it recommends not a 5 millimeter or a 9 millimeter. Do I have my reading glasses here somewhere? I thought I did. I guess not. But I would imagine it's a 5 millimeter. I think it's a 5 millimeter hook and a 5 millimeter needle, and it's classified as a 4 weight or a worsted weight. This I got for pumpkins. Yes, I know black pumpkins aren't necessarily a thing, but they are for Halloween. So I'm hoping to get at least 1 or 2 black pumpkins out of here. Plus, I can make black pumpkin out of the larger one too. And then I know a lot of people don't like homespun, Lion Brand homespun, but I did get one that I'm planning on making pumpkins out of. I don't mind it, in all honesty. And if I use a big, well, you want to use a tighter hook for like stuffies, but I just try to feel the stitches. Anyway, this is Lion Brand homespun. It's categorized as a 5 bulky. It's 170 grams, 6 ounces, 185 yards, 169 meters. It's 98% acrylic, 2% polyester. It calls for a 6 millimeter hook, or 6 millimeter needles, or a 6.5 millimeter hook, which normally you go up 1 full size for a hook. But machine wash, bone dryable. I don't know that I would want to do that, but this is called Purple Aster, which also is not necessarily a color of a pumpkin, but in my world it is. So that is a beautiful color. So I'm looking forward to making pumpkins out of that. These 2 I'm also planning on making pumpkins out of. This isn't necessarily the exact color I was looking for, but it was close enough. It's Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, which Blondie Knots. Oh my gosh, how am I forgetting her name? I know her name. I watch her all the time. Anyway, she actually almost exclusively, it seems like, uses the Thick and Quick for pumpkins. She just changes up the pattern. But this is 170 grams, 6 ounces, 106 yards, or 97 meters. It's categorized as a super bulky 6. I don't know that I honestly think it's more of a bulky, but I guess it's a thin 6. It calls for 9mm needles or 9mm hook, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, machine washable and dryable, made in Turkey, which I haven't been saying where things are made because I wasn't looking at it. But this is called Succulent. So I have 2 of those. Again, these are for pumpkins. The only thing is I don't have like cinnamon sticks or anything to put in the center. And in all honesty, I have no green yarn to make a stem. So that's going to be interesting. But we'll see. If you guys have any ideas, actually, you guys aren't going to see this until well past the markets. Because I have so many videos in my queue. I know. I have videos in queue. I used to be like scrambling to record a video, edit it, put it up in the same day. I already have 3 weeks worth of videos, two videos a week, 3 weeks worth of videos in the queue waiting to go. Okay, they're not really waiting to go because I still have to do the description box and the stuff. But the video is edited and up, and then I fix it as I can. So anyway, so then remember I told you I got 2 more Big Twist plush. What is this one? Tangerine. Yeah, electric tangerines. Here they are. And then these are for so for these, because the other ones were for one of the big projects, these I got for so that I can make an extra medium sized octopi or octopus, because I'll probably just make one to start. And then I was also thinking I was going to make a pumpkin or 2 out of this color as well, because that's what I am, is all bright and cheery. I know it's fall, and fall is like more darker colors, but not in my world, except with a couple of these. But anyway, so this is another wool ease, so I'm not going to go thick and quick. I'm not going to go into all the specs. This one is called Pumpkin, which is appropriate because they're going to be made into a pumpkin or 2. So that is that. I just want to put some of these away so I can actually put it down. And then the last bag. When I was in the store, I never really paid attention to or looked at the Big Twist Posh. But when I was there and I saw it, I was like, I loved the colors. The colors are what grabbed my attention. And I was like, ooh, okay, this is kind of soft. Not necessarily like Premier Parfait Chunky, which is one of my favorite things, and that's what I make my small octopi in, as well as some other small plushies like the otter, the commission, the otter that I'm making. But then when I brought it home, I was like, wait, it's a little thinner than Premier Parfait Chunky. I'm like, that's not good. I don't go any smaller than Parfait Chunky in any kind of plushies or any kind of anything like that. And even then, oftentimes I'm double stranding it, which I guess I don't need to do anymore because I can do the Sweet Snuggles Light. Although 2 strands, okay, I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I want to try these 3 colors and see what it is that I can make. So this is the Big Twist Posh, which is 200 grams, 200 grams, 7.05 ounces, 233 yards, 213 meters. It's categorized as a 5 bulky. I get that, honestly, well, it's a thin bulky. And it calls for 8mm needles or 8mm hooks. Skeins per project, 1 for a hat, 2 for a hat and scarf, 5 for a sweater, a small adult sweater, and 7 for a blanket. And this is called Sherbet Glow. It is awesome. Look at that, how beautiful. I've already made 1 octopus, and I'm in the process of making another one. And I did compare it to my Parfait Chunky octopi, and it's just a tad smaller, but not by much. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, I was at the doctor's office, and I forgot to bring my eyes. And so I wasn't able to finish it. But I put on the tentacles. because I wanted to cut off the yarn so that I can start another one. So I wasn't just sitting there not doing anything. But I had no idea how much yarn I was going to need for the tentacle, the last stitch that I needed to work before the tentacles, and then the tentacles. So it's so tight. It's going to be interesting to how I'm going to put the eyes in, but that's okay. So anyway, that is going to be for octopi, at least 2 octopi, because I have at least 1 in each color because I have so many different colors. But I want to make sure that I up my game with each one because I'm going to have the 2-day event, and then a week and a half later another event, and then my next one isn't until December 4th, 5th, and 6th, or 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but it's a 3-day event, and I'm looking for a second one in October. So I want to make sure that I have enough because I'm not going to have much time to be able to fill everything in. So anyway, octopi for sure, and I may try to make stingray, even though I hate making stingrays. I don't, but they're more time consuming, and those are little, and so I'm only charging $5 for them, and that's really not, it doesn't do, I mean, it should be $20 just for my time, because it takes at least an hour, and I charge $20 an hour. I mean, I have room to work with that because yes, you could get multiple out of one skein, or 2 skeins because you're using 2 colors, but still I needed to have a $5 item, and they are small, but these little octopi are $5 as well. So anyway, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do any new colored octopi out of these, but I mean stingrays, but I am for sure octopi. And then I'll see if anything else. So that was that one. And then this one is an absolutely amazing color. This is Strawberry Glow. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh. I hope the colors are coming out true to color. And then the last one that I did, this one is also an amazing color. Glowworm. OMG. This is awesome. This is actually going to be for an octopus, as well as a lovey blanket for one of the Paw Patrol guys that I have, because it's like almost perfect color for this. And I really don't have any variegated colors. All the colors that I have are basically all, except that one that I showed you in the first bag. So yeah, I have to get into that. And then the last thing is, and this type of yarn is hard for me to work with because my hands are always so dry that it just basically is like pilling all the time. But I'm just using a lot of hand cream. But this is Lion Brand Hometown. I've never worked with that. And it shows 1 skein for a hat, 4 for a scarf, and 10 for a sweater. It is 142 grams, 5 ounces, 81 yards, or 74 meters. It's categorized as a super bulky 6. Honestly, I think it's more of a 5. And then for needles, it says 9mm and 9mm hook. It's 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable, made in Turkey. And this is just, it's called New York White. So I got 2 of these, and this is for some ghosts. And I have some ghosts. They're all colorful. They're all the same colors as my octopuses, however you want to call them. And they're hollow inside. They just have like a head inside so that if somebody grabs it and messes up the shape of it, it's still, it still has that head inside. But I wanted to make a different type of a ghost. So I got 2 of these, and hopefully it's enough. If not, I also have that white skein of Bernat blanket. So I can always, even though I use that for my bee wings, I don't think I'm only remaking 1 bee. Even though although I can't remake it perfectly because hold on guys. Because I don't have the black Sweet Snuggles. So I'm not going to be able to remake it perfectly. It's going to be that charcoal, like gray. Well, it's actually like charcoal. And so what is happening? My computer won't start. And it's plugged in. So what is going on? I hope it's plugged in. This is so weird. Anyway, so my bee is going to be a little bit different, but that's okay. I have 6 bees. So, and they typically sell really well for me. But like I said, this last show, it was primarily trick-or-treaters and parents wanting a business card so that they can order, well, whether it's a custom piece or just grab one of the ones that I have, but they didn't want to do it in front of their kids. So anyway, sorry, I need to take a sip of anyway, so that is my big Joann's order. I mean, it's a pretty big order. I haven't had an order like this before, but I did need to restock and reinvest into my business. I only paid myself like $20 out of my last show because that was my choice. Anyway, so that's it. You probably have already, I don't know if you have already seen. Okay, there would have been another Michael's order that you probably saw like well before, but then there was one that was really short. I don't know if it was before this or if I ended up doing it after this video, but I guess we'll see. So I hope you guys have a great day. Oh, wow, I have 2 more videos that I'm going to be recording this weekend. Woohoo! Okay, it's October 15th. So I don't know when you're actually when this is actually getting posted, but it is October 15th. Oh, that'll be interesting. Okay, if you're still here, no, I don't want you to have to put in a date. Okay, just say incorporate local yarn shop into your comment if you're still here, because that's the 2 videos that I'll be recording this coming weekend. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever, afternoon, whatever it is, morning, wherever it is you are in the world. And I'm so happy and excited that I have friends all over the world. My bestest overseas friend is Leanne. She's awesome. And I don't know, you guys may be seeing this after my mom is already up here. I don't know. She's going to be here for 2 weeks. Yay. Anyway, okay. Have a great rest of your day. I'm sorry. This video got longer than I thought because I was talking. Have a great day. Remember, for every season, there's a reason to crochet, especially now. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. If you need extra prayers but don't want to share publicly, email me at natalies.closet@yahoo.com. We will add you to our private prayer list. If you don't mind me sharing it publicly but anonymously, let me know that too, and we will go ahead and do that. Oh, I will do that because I'm the one that does the videos at this point anyway. Be positive. And Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. She is sleeping in her bed. I think she has been the entire time. Mr. Boyfriend said, well, he said hello. Did he say hello? I don't know. But he always says hi and bye to you guys. He's actually practicing guitar right now. And my mom, as always, says hi and bye. And thank you so much for all of the continued thoughts and prayers for her. And thank you for all the continued thoughts and prayers for us as well. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'm going to have to get up to actually stop the video because Mr. Boyfriend is not hearing me. Oh, he really is playing it low. He has the amp on because sometimes he plays with his headphones on. And so, like, I can't hear anything. But I'm hearing him play, but it's, like, really low. Okay. He didn't want to bother you guys on the video. So anyway, okay. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. Thank you all again so much. And I want to press the button from here, but I don't know if I will. So if I don't, sorry. I'm getting up to go turn it off then. Bye.